Hey, it is your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. I am back with a hot new work from home lead for an online platform called Contract World. And if you're not familiar, Contract World is similar to other online call center platforms such as Arise, LiveOps, Working Solutions, where you are an independent contractor and you are servicing a client. And in the case of Contract World, most of these clients are fast food restaurants, and you'll be taking orders for them. So I'll go ahead and share my screen, and I'll show what it looks like when you get to the website and after you've logged in, and then talk about the process of actually getting started. And I'll also talk a little bit about my experience too. All right, let's just get going. All right, so when you get to the Contract World homepage, you will be taken to what my screen is showing here. And you can see kind of at a glance some of the different contracting clients that they have. And quite a few of them are fast food, but it isn't limited to the fast food. They do have other clients that they will have opportunities for. But in my experience on the platform over the course of several months, the fast food clients have been a constant. There always is an opportunity to work with one of the fast food clients. So they do open up opportunities occasionally, but you can kind of expect to have some fast food opportunities available. And what you'd be doing is taking orders for their customers and basically making the order for them. So when you get here, you'll see there's an option for Canada, French, and then the United States. This is where you can work or live in order to work under Contract World. And of course, you would just want to choose your appropriate area. And I'll just go ahead and click United States just so we can see where it takes you. And you'd then be taken to a page where you can go ahead and sign up. Now, I already have a profile, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in here just so we can see what the dashboard looks like. So once you do log in and you just go to the job postings, you will see the different opportunities. Now, the opportunities will lay out what the position is going to pay, what languages you need to speak since they are open to another country, Canada. They'll tell you the minimum hours per week you're expected to work, and then it'll give you some other information, and you have to apply. Now that's the, I guess, kind of catch with this. You can't just decide that, okay, this works for me, do an assessment, and if all things are good, you can just go ahead and pay for the training and begin taking the course. You have to go through a process similar to applying to an employment position. You have to submit your resume. And once you submit your resume, you will most likely be directed to do a phone test immediately. So once you submit your resume, then it'll give you like some questions that they want you to answer when you call a number. And it was very simple. It wasn't difficult at all. The questions were something like, why do you want to work here? Read the script, and it's like a paragraph. And then, just really basic questions, probably no more than 5, if I can recall. It was pretty brief. Now, after you submit that, you will then be contacted via email, and it took a few days to a week before I heard back anything about the opportunities that I just went ahead and applied to, because I just wanted to see how did this work. And after that, when I got the email, I was approved to go forward with then paying for the class that I would need to take. And you can see the classes available in the course schedule, but you have to have an invitation or your resume approved before you can go forward. Otherwise, you won't see anything really. So once you're ready to pay for your course, this will start showing something. Now, my personal opinion of this, just to give my little 2 cents, I think that any independent contractor position can work for you if you know what it is. And by that, I mean, you just don't want to treat it as something it's not. In this case, for example, and I'll tell you the position that I applied for and they got back to me and said I could do it. It's this actual position here with Pizza Hut taking orders. And the way this one is set up, and this may not be offered if you do decide to go forward on the platform, but just to kind of give you an example of where my head was at when I applied, this position is going to pay you 55 cents per order. And then it tells you the average amount of orders you'll take per hour. So you can calculate how that would go. Now, you're only getting paid when you take orders. So let's say someone calls and in the process of making that order, they decide, no, I don't want any Pizza Hut. I'll go with Papa John's or whatever. You don't get paid. So that's what I mean by just knowing what it is when you get into a position. That's whether you're going for employment status or independent contractor status. You just want to have a good idea of what to expect and not, I guess, put too many eggs in one basket, so to speak, because with a position like this, it's excellent for extra money, part-time. You can fit this in because you can make your schedule within the time frames that they offer, but you certainly wouldn't be able to bank on making a certain amount because it's all dependent on if that order comes through. So I wasn't actually looking to do the position. I just wanted to see what the process is like. And from what I experienced, it was nothing different than any other online independent contractor platform where you pay for your class and then you'd get started. Now, I did not go through with paying for the class and doing it because, as I mentioned, I wasn't interested in actually doing it. I just wanted to know the process, but it does require you to apply. So that's the one thing with this platform versus some of the other ones, and all of them are structured just a little bit differently when it comes to opting into an opportunity. Some will require you to submit a resume, like Contract World. Some won't require you to submit a resume. You might have to just do an assessment first, and then if you pass that, you can go forward. It just really depends. And what mostly counts is, what are you looking for? Because if you're not in a rush, if you're not looking for something so serious, then these are awesome opportunities to make a little extra money. But if you are looking for something like a full-time opportunity and you're looking for full-time income coming in, I wouldn't recommend this particular opportunity, at least. But at best, this is a part-time opportunity, at least in my opinion, just because the pay is kind of on the lower side and you only get paid if you are taking orders. So that's just my 2 cents on it. But yes, Contract World is a great platform. It's legitimate to make some money working from home. And there are other opportunities besides this one in particular that I'm using as an example. But they do open up opportunities from time to time. And you can kind of peek at the ones that aren't open when you go over to the wait list. Those are ones that aren't open right now, but they will open if they do have some availability. but they are always hiring. Okay, so there you have it. That is the Contract World platform. And again, I just want to mention that whenever I give my 2 cents, I'm just trying to be transparent. I want to, let everyone know what my actual experiences are with these platforms. And I present these as transparently as possible because I know whenever it comes to looking for an opportunity to do from home, we just want to know what we need to know. And sometimes we don't know these things until we get into it. And I don't like to waste my time, and I know you all don't like to waste yours either. So I just wanted to put it out there just so we know what it is that we're going to get into. And definitely don't let this sound like I don't like the platform. I actually really do, and that's why I chose to make a video on it. I just would not recommend it as a full-time position. And it's a great part-time opportunity, certainly, but not full-time just because of the way the pay structure is. So that's all I'm really saying. So hopefully this was helpful, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.
Ready to start working from home but not sure how to get started? Be sure to check out my course, How to Find a Remote Job. In the course, I give in-depth training on how to locate and secure legitimate work from home positions, as well as in-depth resume, interviewing, and onboarding training. I also include the exact resume template that I use to get hired for my remote opportunity. Be sure to check it out.